And the next video in the lineup today is going to be continuing our rifle series with our next AR-15. And the other AR-15 that I bought was the Colt. And I bought the Colt AR-15 because it's a Colt. I bought the Colt AR-15 because it is clear. And the bolt is back and there's no bullets. Okay. So, the reason I bought the Colt was because I spent 4 years active duty Army, and I spent a couple years in the National Guard. Just a little something about me. And this is the most, standard issue AR-15 that you could probably get. No real extra stuff on here. A couple mods that I've done to it, not really mods, but additions, I'll say. But this is a standard issue, 16-inch, because civilians don't get 14.5-inch barrels. So 16-inch barrel, but it does have the high-speed 203 step down. It has the bayonet lug. It's got the standard A2 front sights. It's got the plastic standard handguard. This is a little extra here, little flip-down sights. These are from Magpul. Cool. So got Magpul flip-up sights. This is extra. Got a standard issue, nothing special. Bolt carrier group. That's a little different. Go over that in a sec. Standard issue pistol grip. Nothing special there. And a Colt collapsible buttstock. Nothing special there. Sling. Nothing special there. Okay, so let's talk briefly about some little add-ons that I've done with it. This rifle came with the Magpul flip-down sights and the A2 thing there. It did not come with the ambidextrous charging handle, though. And as I've said before, better to have it, not need it, than need it, and not have it. So get yourself a ambidextrous charging handle because they're awesome. It has all the basic, it's got the forward assist, it's got the brass deflector, it's got all that high-speed AR-15 M4, if you will, with a longer barrel. M4 has a 14.5-inch barrel. This has a 16-inch barrel, the same as my spikes that I put away. So the only real thing I've done to this rifle, I'll talk about this one quick, is the little dust cover. Put the little high-speed USA dust cover on there. This was woodland camo with the rest of this before, and now it's just black because it's got the flip-down flag with the USA. So this rifle came just like this, and again, same reason I bought my spikes. I had some different things to it. I bought this rifle with the high-speed, I guess this is like a Vietnam-era woodland camo, tiger stripe kind of, neato-looking paint pattern, so it wasn't just another black gun. Especially being a Colt, so like I said, everybody in the Army's got a black Colt AR-15 or an M4. I know there's some differences, guys. So nothing really special about this gun. I don't even have an ambidextrous thumb safety, so that's still stock. You just got the one thumb safety. No burst fire, unfortunately. It doesn't go to burst. Only goes safe and fire. Standard issue Colt. Let's put this right side up so you guys can kind of read that, just to kind of prove to you that it is a Colt made in Connecticut, my hometown, my home state. It says M4 carbine, but a lot of people would argue that they're not. This isn't an M4 because it has a longer barrel. It doesn't have burst fire. But other than that, it's an M4, guys. So one thing I add to this, I had the red dot optic put on here. Not the biggest fan of this red dot optic. The only reason why is because these rear sights are a little bit low to my liking that line up with the front sights, and as you look through the red dot, this doesn't line up the way I'd like it to. It's fine for a red dot, but if the red dot fails and you need to go to iron sights, this is a little tricky to line up going through this. So not optimal, not perfect, but not bad either. And if I had the name, it's here. It's Holsun, Hollosun, Holosun, whatever this. Got it at a gun show. I went to one of the random tables that was selling optics and things like that, and I just was kind of like, hey, red dot, what's a good price point? This was a little bit cheaper than an aim point, and the guy was like, this thing will do everything an aim point will do. It's still sturdy and reliable, so you won't have any problems with it. And I haven't. Shot a little bit. It's not the most intuitive thing to use. There's a solar-powered top here, but it's also battery-powered.
but somehow the sun works, the solar power thing works with it, and it does something. But like I said, so it's not the most, it's not dummy, it's not like infantry level intuitiveness. It's not like basic, you know, push the one button and it does the one thing. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But the thing I do like about it is it has a different reticle. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. And we'll see if we can, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, you got to know what you're doing with it. You got to push the both buttons. And then you got to do something. And you can make it brighter or darker or whatever. But anyhow, like I said, I need to pull up the manual because I don't use it all the time, so I'm not familiar with the controls, but you can change the brightness, of course. You can make it a circle with a dot in the middle. That's what I was trying to pull up for you guys. Or you can just have the dot. So you can have it either way. I like the circle with a dot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you got your cootie shot. So that's the way I like it, and I've put it on there. And like I said, I have to finagle with it a bunch to kind of remember how it all works out. But so that's my Colt. It's a 5.56 223. So it's and I always like to get the 5.56 capable rifles because the difference in the 5.56 and the 223 is the powder behind the round. So standard issue bolt carrier group, just black, you know, nothing, no nickel boron, high speed stuff there, and the ambidextrous charging handle has a little high speed. I keep doing things backwards. Love it or leave it. So if you don't like this country, you get the hell out of here. That's what I say. I don't know about y'all, but you get the hell out of here. So that's my Colt AR15 5.56 caliber. So that way I can shoot both types of ammo, both the 5.56 and the 223. And I would definitely recommend if you're looking at getting a AR-15, you don't know what rifle to get, you're not sure what caliber to get, you're not sure what make and model to get. Colts are a bit expensive. Again, it kind of depends on what you want to do with it, where you want to go with it. This I'm going to put up as my CQB room clearing close quarters rifle, and I'm going to have my Spikes Tactical as more of a mid to longer range kind of rifle. So that's why this has what it has. It's got the standard issue pistol grip. It's got the collapsible buttstock. It's got the ambidextrous charging handle. But I do need to get I need to find a ambidextrous safety if I can. And I might want to look into getting that anti-rotational pin kit that my Spikes has got. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think that's a bit much for what I don't shoot that much. So I don't think I'm going to need it. It's kind of like an extra expenditure. Real quick, let me just try to get this bayonet out for you because I do have that. So stand by while I go grab that. Yep, so here we are. This is the bayonet from Smith & Wesson. I think I found this online. I don't think I saw this at a gun show. I might have seen it at a gun show, but it is the bayonet that does fit this rifle. It fits it quite nicely. It's pretty badass. When the hell was the last time the United States military ever did a bayonet charge? Probably Vietnam. I don't know. But yeah, it fits right on there. So if you have a Colt and you have a bayonet lug and you want to get a bayonet, you can definitely get the Smith & Wesson and it'll fit perfectly. It's great, you know. And it doubles as a regular knife, obviously. If you don't know what bayonets are, they are knives first and bayonets second. And also, this high-speed model comes with the good old wire cutters. So you, I keep doing this wrong. So you have that there. You have the hole in the knife. You put the knife.
It's 18 hours
in the hole, and you have yourself wire cutters. Let me see if I'm doing that wrong. I don't really use this a lot, obviously. I don't use it as a bayonet. I use it more as a knife. I don't think that's the way that goes either, though. But, you know, you hook that up and you have yourself wire cutters or whatever it is. So there's that. So Smith & Wesson makes a great bayonet for the M4, AR-15, the Colt model. I don't know if this is going to fit any other kind of rifle. My Spikes doesn't have a bayonet lug. It also, this is a nice thing that the Smith & Wesson does, is that they give you this great sheath for it, and it has a neat little old school Army. If you have one of those like woodland camo LBVs, load bearing vests, right? This will hook onto there. So this thing is pretty old school. So all you wannabes out there that run around with your woodland camo and your LBVs, you know, this thing will work with that. It comes with a sharpening stone, but I lost it. So, but yeah, great little knife, great little bayonet for the M4, AR-15, a Colt model M4. So yeah, the only real additions to this were the ambidextrous charging handle and the sights, the red dot sight up here. So that's and then of course the dust cover too. But that's not really smart, just an addition. It's just aesthetics. The sling I got, I did find at a gun show. And again, I'm sorry for the people that sold this to me. I don't remember the name of the company, but it seemed like a pretty cool high-speed sling that can do a bunch of stuff, and it matched the rifle. You know, it's got like the woodland camo with the woodland camo, so that's what I was going for with that. Anyhow, if you need to get an AR-15, if you need to get a rifle, sometimes you got to spend the money and get better quality. And Colt definitely has better quality. It has all the mil spec stuff. So all that, if you're looking for mil spec, if you're looking for that specific thing, you want to be as close to the Army as you can be. The Colt is obviously the actual company that the Army uses to make their rifles. So the Colt that I found, and that was at a gun show, I think. Maybe it was at a store. I need to remember these things. But anyhow, if you're looking to get an AR-15 and you're looking at a Colt, really good company. I've had zero issues with it. Shot it a bunch. Put plenty of rounds down range with it, and no issues whatsoever. No failures at all. So yeah, good rifle and good company and good quality. I'm happy with the rifle. I love the fact that it's got that extra paint job to it, and it's not just, like I said, another black rifle. Those are a dime a dozen, and you can get one at the gun show, and you know you'll have a black rifle, and it'll be great. But me, I want, if I show up to, you know, the end of the world, if I show up to, you know, the next Civil War, I'm going to stand out a little bit, you know, because I'll have that woodland camo Colt, or I'll have that Spikes Tactical with the webbed handguard, or whatever I'll have. You guys have been great. If you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, I have a couple more things in the safe that I can do videos on. I have no viewers. I have no subscribers. You know, so this is just kind of me putting a video on the internet, whatever. And but if somebody out there says, "Hey man, let's see what else you got in your safe," I'll throw it on. I got a couple more pistols and a shotgun and a couple more rifles that I can definitely show you guys. So it's pretty much just a show and tell. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a lovely day.